Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
The speedy safety Marcus Allen made the stop. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Fields. On the move to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Fields. Open net is Waddle, complete. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to throw. Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyree Gillespie. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Khalil Mack, of course, the former Raider, there to make the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Stokes. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You want some explanations.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he can easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Carr to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Third down here. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying,
touchdown, Chicago! Jalen Waddle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Derek Carr, very precise thrower of the football. What's the game plan for going up against him? You know, it used to be take away the short stuff, I know, but he's more than a dink and dunker, right?
And you are right about that. Great analysis of him because he has evolved as a thrower. Now he can push the ball downfield, but still, the number 1 things you want to take away, short passes, intermediate passes. So sharp, precise, and accurate, you've got to sit on those routes in order to cause him problems.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing now is Carr. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off-play action. Fields rolling to his right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then you're deep.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Carr going to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Touchdown! It's complete. Henry Ruggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside.
Touchdown, Chicago! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On the give, this is Cohen. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Tevin Jenkins, a 2nd-round pick, the guilty party. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Fields. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Hunter Renfrow deep to return for the Raiders. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That second down play nets a -4. Throwing on third down, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Tyree Gillespie, the one to get him down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Cottrell, 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now Drake loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, and that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
On first down, Cottrell. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
On 3rd down, Cottrell. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
The 30. 10. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jalen Waddle.
74 yards.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Carr.
Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. To throw is Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, a giant hole up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Dancing to his left. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. In his own end zone, it's Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown Raiders. A big play there. 98 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
That touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now, it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. Byrd will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Fields. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Out of the gun, Fields. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. Throwing again is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Tyree Gillespie.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Throwing his car.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final try now for Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, they move back over 5.